11%.
Welcome back to my live, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to my kitchen. Welcome back to my live. We call it Dinners from Around the World because every Sunday we are inspired by another food culture. And today's inspiration is all about my favorite Chinese takeout. Well, mine and the kids. So I'm a Chow Mein type of person, and Jacoby likes fried rice, so we're going to be doing Chow Mein and fried rice. So I want to say welcome to you looking on Facebook and also on Instagram. Share the live, guys. Tell somebody that Chef Walker-Barrett is on. Let us know if you're seeing us a-okay. We're just trying to fix everything. Let us know where you're watching from, and let's get cooking.
Saying Tweety for life, and Bless Chelsea says hi.
Hi guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Welcome to you guys on Facebook. So, as usual, I'm going to start with the dessert first. I am making the dessert very simple. We are using a cake mix for dessert. But of course, in true Chef Walker-Barrett's fashion, I'm going to add some big bold flavor to it. And so today, I want to show you how simple it is to make restaurant quality dessert at home using a little store-bought ingredients as your inspiration. So a cake mix is basically the same thing that you'll be mixing up in terms of it is flour, sugar for sweet, and of course it has leaven in it like baking powder, and then they tell you to add eggs and oil to put it together. So I did that, and in this container, so this is what the cake mix looks like. I just added the ingredients according to the package instruction. So they had asked me to use water, but for extra richness I added some milk instead. And so this is going to be the base for our rum cake. So I promise you rum and raisin cake. So these are my rum soak raisins, and I'm using half of a cup, and this is gonna go in.
Plates by Pookie says hello, along with McPherson's Catering says good evening, Chef.
Hello guys.
Latoya Roof, great evening, Chef and family.
Hi Latoya.
Shani C. Brown, hope this recipe is Jamaican Chinese inspired.
What is that? You have to explain that to me. So guys, I
Cheryl
learned.
Jenkins says hi.
Hi Cheryl. Long ago, you know, as a Chinese travel, they kind of tweak the recipe to suit the culture that they settled in. So I am going to keep it as close to my favorite Chinese takeout fried rice as possible. All right, and of course those techniques that I learned in my introductory class to Chinese Cantonese cooking. So stay tuned, guys. So all right, just before we start talking, I just put our cake into our bundt pan, and this is going to go into the oven at 350, and we're going to bake it for 30 minutes and see what happens.
So John says hello, along with KS Spoiled Girl says hey.
Hi guys, welcome.
Majestic says I love your live show.
Thank you.
Trophy says hi, Chef.
Hi guys. So the dessert is in, and we are gonna make the rum sauce, guys, for the dessert. So a rum cake for me must be a white or yellow cake base, and then you make this absolutely beautiful rum sauce, which I'm going to show you how to make. And this get poured over the hot cake just when you take it out of the oven. Okay, so in my sauce pot I have, basically what this is a simple syrup. I have 1 cup of sugar, 1/2 cup of water, and 2 tablespoons of butter. So this is what it looks like. For those of you who are watching on Facebook, this is what it looks like. So this is 2 tablespoons butter, not margarine, 2 tablespoons butter, 1 cup granulated sugar, and 1/2 cup of water. So what we're going to do now is just let it boil to a syrup consistency, and then we are going to remove it from the heat and add the rum. You don't want to add the rum on the heat, because if you do, you might cause almost like a grease fire. So you have to be careful. So
Marie,
while we wait, let me know where you guys are watching from.
Marie Colinda with that. Hi, Miss Diva Chef, watching from Florida.
Hi Marie, thank you for watching.
Kedira says, good evening, Auntie Simone.
Hi Katie, good evening. So Kedira, where are you watching from? So guys, while we wait, I want to introduce you to some of the Chinese condiments that I want you to stock up your pantry with if you want that different flavor. These are very easy to find. My go-to supermarket for these things are General Foods and Lee's Food Fair in the one on Redditch Road, and I always find what I need. So first and foremost, you need a Chinese cooking wine. This is what the label look like, and then a little writing is on it in English that says Chinese cooking wine. This is good stuff. This is made with rice. All right, so it's nice and clear, and the alcohol content is all the way up there. It's 29% alcohol. It is absolutely delicious for when you're marinating meats for stir fry, and when you're making sauces. You know, we want to respect all the cultural food, so when we're making it, we want to do it right. No knockoff around here. Then for chow meins and fried rice, you need some oyster sauce or oyster flavor sauce. So the oyster sauce is a pretty expensive, but a little goes a long way, and those are fermented oysters made into a beautiful sauce with a bag of things. This one today is the oyster flavored one. This is just as good. This one is like 30% cheaper than the oyster sauce itself. You want to have that.
Kedira says, I am watching from Spanish Town today. I should pop up love.
Hey Katie.
K Club JA says there is also a Chinese supermarket on Content Spring Road.
Oh yes, fresh approach. And then of course we want some seed oil, some sesame oil. This oil is great for finishing fried rice and chow mein and almost everything Chinese. I love it, so I put it into everything. I love that strong sesame flavor. However, this is not something that you want to fry with. This is something you want to finish the food with. Okay, so this is sesame oil, and there are many brands. This one is not my favorite brand, but this can do.
Majestic is watching from Boston.
Hey Majestic, thank you for watching from Boston. Then we have the good stuff. This is soy sauce, but this is light soy sauce. So what that means is that when you put this on your food, it will not change the color to dark. You know, in Jamaica we get that bulk stuff that they call soy sauce. This is so much better. This one has real soy fermented flavor. It's a little bit salty, so a little bit goes a long way. So this is light soy sauce. This goes into stir frying vegetables and other stuff, and also fried rice. I don't like the fried rice dark, so I love to use this. This one here, this is the superior dark soy sauce. So this is like the auntie for the light one. And then you also have a mushroom one. I love mushroom because mushroom is filled with umami flavor. So this one, if you desire a darker flavor, this is the one that you use. It is very thick. It's much thicker than the light one. You see how thick it is? It is so thick that when you shake it, it coats the bottle. All right, so that's our dark soy. And finally, this is just some stir-fry sauce. So if you want to do a quick stir-fried chicken or beef or just vegetables or shrimp, you can just use this. This with a little bit of sesame oil goes a long way. So that was the tutorial on a few simple Chinese condiments that you can stock your pantry with. And guess what, guys? Your investment will be worth it because these last a long time. So back to our sauce. So now we are at the consistency that I need. Remember I told you I wanted a syrup consistency. So basically when it gets to a syrup consistency, you get thick bubbles. All right, so this is what it looks like. So this is telling me that it is ready. And so at this point I'm going to add some rum to it. My rule of thumb for making rum cake, I love to add half cup of rum to 1 cup per 9-inch cake. But because my kids are going to eat this, I'm just going to add half a cup of rum right in. All right, guys, step back. Let me just turn it off. And I'm just going to pour half cup of rum. And this smells like rum. All right, so this is all it is. So this is our rum sauce. So this goes on the cake just when it comes out of the oven. So we're done with this. I'm going to put it aside and we're going to start cooking our fried rice.
Cheryl Jenkins, I have all those soy sauce.
Great, Cheryl. So you can make Chinese however you like, whenever you like.
Kenisha Walker, I have my dear chef watching from Mount James, the home of Streetfoodsaturdays.
Hey, Kenny. So guys, this pot here is called a wok. You must, if you want different flavor tasting food, which is quite easy to prepare at home, you need to invest in a few simple flavoring and spices and of course pot. So this is a wok. You notice it kind of shaped like a cone. This is my good friend when it comes on to Chinese cooking. It heats up easily. It doesn't take a lot of heat for it to get hot. So I'm going to turn it down and we are going to be making some fried rice.
Image Girl Julie says hi. Crystal Tomlinson says love you guys.
Hi, Crystal.
Chef Shamar says blessing chef and family. Thanks for another broadcast.
Hi, Shamar. Thank you for watching. So I'm going to introduce you guys. You know, when you're making Chinese food, you have a bag of things. I always say to my students that Chinese food is 90% prep and 10% cook. All right, so you know you prep every single thing that you need. So in my wok, I'm going to add, this is regular oil. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of oil into my wok. And then this is what I'm going to do. This is a pork fried rice. All right, so I'm going to add some pork. This is some roast pork that was left over. So all I did was to cut it in small pieces, and I'm going to add it to our wok. You can hear that sizzle, and we're just going to fry it until it is heated through and nice and crisp. I'm going to turn the fire up for this because I want it to go very quickly. So guys, let me tell you a trick. You can buy a little piece of ham in the supermarket and make this. You can buy a little piece of jerk pork from the jerk pork vendor, or you can buy that lovely pork that they have in General Food supermarket and make this, okay? Or you can make this using fresh pork, but this is just the faster way. So next time you roast some pork and you have some leaf over and you don't know what to do with it, this is what you can do with it. You can make some fried rice. And if you're not a pork eater, please feel free to use whatever you eat. The procedure is the absolute same.
Jackie is watching from Mandeville.
Hi, Jackie. Now, the very important thing to do when you're cooking in a wok is to move the food around, okay? You don't just let it hang out, you move it around. You move it around so that it cooks much faster.
Best Chelsea is watching from Mandeville.
Hey Chelsea, Mandeville is always here with me. Thank you guys for checking in my kitchen, watching me cook dinners from around the world for my family every Sunday. And guess what, guys? Today is the day that we're going to announce the winner, our first winner for our promotion that we're having. So we're choosing 6 winners, and today we'll be choosing our first winner. So stay tuned, guys. At the end of the live, we'll be announcing who that lucky person is going to be, and that person will be able to take somebody with them to enjoy the Street Food Saturdays experience on March 27th. Okay, so this is nice and crisp.
Simone watching from the UK.
Hey, Mr. Allen, welcome. All right, guys, so this is time to come out. Are you getting that? So we saute our pork, and we're taking it out of our wok. All right, and put it aside. So we want to add just a teaspoon of oil in. And now we are going to start sauteing our aromatics. What are those? We are adding some chopped carrots, some chopped sweet pepper, and some chopped white onions. All of this is going to add a nice savory deliciousness to our fried rice. So in goes all of that goodness. All right. And again, we move it around. We want to get it cooked halfway. Now the fried rice, I personally love corn and green peas. I didn't have any of those today, so I'm just adding what is in my fridge. So I want you to just pay attention to the principle of the fried rice. So we got that going. So now we're going to make a well in the center, and we're going to add some ginger. All I did was just grate it, and some garlic. A few pieces of the carrots got stuck in there. I like to brown my garlic for this. I like the brown, the caramelized flavor of the garlic. So right in the middle, this is just a clove of garlic, by the way. And as soon as you add that garlic and ginger, you can just smell their flavor. Now, one thing I want you to note, so Chinese cooking has what we call the Trinity, and that is ginger, garlic, and scallion. Okay, look out for this one. Ginger, garlic, and scallion is the Trinity when you're making Chinese food and you want that Chinese flavor. All right, then you have the condiments, and you have many condiments, and the condiments you'll be using for fried rice tonight are light soy sauce, dark soy sauce, a little bit of Chinese cooking wine, and of course some oyster sauce. Okay, guys?
Chef Shamar is watching from Bahamas.
Hi, Chef Shamar. Thank you for watching. So I'm turning my stove off because I don't want the juices out of these lovely aromatics to be released. So I'm turning it off so that it can go a little bit faster.
Kyle is watching from Yardman, sorry. Kyle says Yardman in Connecticut, Ohio.
Hey, Yardman.
Empress85 says, hey, Chef and family. Hi, and from the DMV.
Hey, Impressive85, you're always stopping in. Welcome, guys. Welcome to everybody who took the time out to just check in my kitchen just to see me make food for my family. All right, so I think this is where I want it to be. All right, so I just need a little touch more oil. So I make another well in the center, and I'm gonna add my egg in, just like that. And I'm just gonna scramble the egg. See that, guys? Scramble the egg.
Mr. Robbie the Great says, where can I get the menu for these dishes?
Some of them get put up on our YouTube channel, Nextinfood. So that's where you can get them, or you can just take out your pen and paper while you're watching the live and just write it down. Okay guys, so I have some rice. This is jasmine rice that was cooked and cool. I'm just gonna pour that in. Oh, and that is my other little tip for you. I only use jasmine rice to make fried rice. I love the flavor. I love the vibe that it brings.
Serena Walden says, hi, Diva Chef.
Hi, Serena. And then we mix it around, mix it around. Again, you want to move the food around in the wok. Move it around. The faster you move it around, the faster it will cook. Let me just turn it down just a little bit. And now we want to start adding the condiments, those big bold flavors that we talked about earlier. So, I like when the rice crisp up, so I like to just kind of spread it out so it can crisp up. Okay guys, so in this little container, I have 1 tablespoon of the light soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of the Chinese cooking wine, a teaspoon of sugar. Yes, I put sugar in my fried rice. I love the taste that it gives. And I put a teaspoon of the dark soy. Oh, and by the way, when you're cooking the rice, you don't cook the rice with any salt. All right, so that's my other tip for you. Do not cook the rice with salt because the condiments are always very salty. So you want to control the salt. So now that those are in, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of the oyster sauce, or maybe a little bit more than a tablespoon. All right?
Nadia Henry, big up the teacher.
Hey Nadia, where have you been, girl? Thanks for tuning in. And so guys, it's coming along, and we love lots of scallions. And so scallions is what we're adding last. And this is the color I like the fried rice to be. I don't like it dark. So if you like it dark, you can put more dark soy.
McPherson's Catering says, fried rice looks delicious.
Thank you. So in this container, guys, this is what I have. I have some pak choy, because you know me and the vegetables for my family to eat. And I have scallions. So this is 1 cup of pak choy and ½ cup of freshly chopped scallion. It's very important that you add the scallion. You add the amount that you like, but I like lots of it. I just like that big fresh taste of the scallion into the fried rice. And so we're gonna turn it back up and we're gonna take it home now. All right, so we're gonna keep stirring, moving it around, make sure that the rice is heat through and the scallion and the pak choy leaves are wilted in. And finally, we add back the protein. And this is what it is. So guys, you could have added corn, green peas, or just some mixed veggies. You could chop some fresh vegetables and add in here. Whatever you like, that's fine. I'm gonna give it a taste. Make sure. Okay. I think it needs just a little bit more soy sauce, and I'm going to add some mushroom soy sauce. And finally, the sesame oil. Okay, just about a ½ teaspoon of sesame oil is absolutely fine.
Marie Colleen do that. I swear I can actually smell it from here.
I believe you, Maria. I believe you. It smells absolutely amazing. And this is ready.
The fox says hi.
Hi, the fox. This is ready, so I'm gonna take it off and put it to the side. All right, guys, so feast your eyes on that. I'm just gonna grab the other wok for our other dish, which is a chow mein. So this is a quick any night meal. This is 60% leftovers, leftover white rice, leftover pork, and then you just freshen it up with some fresh veggies and some condiments and enjoy, guys.
Sean who? Scallion can never be too much in fried rice. That's exactly how my grandfather taught me how to make it with sugar as a secret ingredient.
Thank you so much, Sean. I totally agree. Guys, I took a proper Chinese cooking class, and you know, different chefs, depending on where they're from, they cook similar but very different. But scallion was always something that they all agreed on.
Toya says looking delicious.
Thank you, Toya.
Shani C. Brown, that looks delicious.
Thank you, Shani.
Mish says this is our dinner, chef.
It is.
Bass Grill Catering says perfect. Miss Barrett says looking delicious. Carrie
Thank you,
K
guys.
says okay. On a serious note, chef, when can I move in?
Let me ask my kids and my husband. Okay, so in this other wok, we are going to be making our chow mein. So I'm a chow mein girl. I love noodles, and this one I'm simplifying it for you. So in goes 2 tablespoons of oil, and for our chow mein, while we wait on the oil to get hot, it's very important that we allow the oil to come up to the side of the pot so nothing gets stick to it. So for our chow mein, and we call it a special chow mein because we are using a couple different proteins. So for example, can you guys see? I have a little bit of beef. I have some sausage, all right, and these are pork sausage, and I have some chicken, okay? But let me pause and talk a little bit about the chicken. Now, I want to share with you, whenever you're making Chinese food at home and you're marinating your protein, whatever it is, you want to add an egg or an egg white. What the egg white does, it creates this different texture. So we added egg white and cornstarch and of course some soy sauce, okay? And what I find is that when I do it that way and you go in for stir frying it, it's as if the cornstarch trap the juices inside whatever protein it is. So that's my little tip for you.
Kenisha Walker from Victoria. Auntie, that fried rice looks delicious.
Thank you, Vicky. So in goes our chicken. And these chicken, I just cut them in bite-sized pieces. All right.
Sean Hu, my Chinese foreparents is from the Cantonese province, where most Chinese Jamaicans mostly originated.
Really, Sean? I didn't even know that.
Kedira is apparels says hello.
Hello, Kediro. All right, so this chicken, guys, I had it to make another chicken dish, the general chicken. So it's cut in big chunks. So this was left over, so I'm just using it in my chow mein. So you see that? You see what I'm talking about? When you add the cornstarch on it. So I marinated this with Chinese cooking wine, cornstarch, egg, and some light soy. You notice that there's no water running out. You know, sometimes you put meat in a pot and then it starts to stew. No, you don't want that. You don't want that when you're doing a stir fry.
Impressive 85. Chef, next time you come to the US, your room is ready. I want you to cook one of your meals for me, and you can stay as long as you want.
Okay, I will remember that invitation. Who is that?
That is Impressive 85.
Oh, Impressive 85, one of my loyal viewers. Okay, so guys, I'm just gonna cook this halfway, and it is ready. This is chicken breast. You don't want to overcook it. So this is what we're doing. We are going to pour it out. And so I have a colander, and I'm putting the colander over a bowl. So when I pour it out, the extra oil will fall through the holes. And here goes. So in goes our chickadees. All Alright, and they're only halfway cooked because we're going to continue the cooking process.
Rita French, I'm enjoying the live, Chef Walker-Barrett.
Thank you. And in this pot, guys, I'm adding the sausage. So the chicken were the bigger pieces and they will take the longest to cook. So I added those first. I'm going to turn back my stove on and we are going to saute our sausage, or in this case, stir fry our sausage until it is crisp. Okay guys, I must confess, this is not the Chinese style sausage. This is regular jerk sausage. But you know, we're in Jamaica, so without disrespecting the food too much, you can add a little Jamaican stuff in it. So the Chinese sausage, I absolutely love it. It is always in the Chinese section of the supermarket, and it is in a vacuum pack, and it is dried, and it is red in color. That thing is absolutely amazing. It's a little bit pricey here in Jamaica, but a little goes a long way. It doesn't stay long in my house, so I just had to use the sausage that I have today, and these are just some breakfast jerk sausage.
Ash World of Writing says looks so delicious. Empress 85 says kids, you can come with her too. I live in DC.
Okay.
Kylie Beautiful says hey.
Alright guys, so we move that around. You see what's happening here? You see that? This is goodness. Everything is getting nice and brown. So when you're cooking, guys, you have to understand the changes that takes place. You also want to know what you want your end result to be. So you can't just rush it. You have to do it in stages, okay? My thing is that you cook with your 5 senses, and therefore you have to think about what are the changes that happen when you put the food in the pot. What are the changes that you want to happen, okay? And what are the flavors that you want to get at the end? And then based on that, you'll know what to add. So we're doing Chinese food. We're inspired by Chinese takeout tonight. And of course, noodles and so on. Like Sean said, noodles, vegetables, dumplings, those are from the Cantonese region in China. And yes, guys, I went to cooking school and I did learn Chinese cooking among other cooking. So I'm not too ignorant on it. So one of the things that I learned is that Chinese cooking is divided into 5 regions, and one of those is the Cantonese, which have the wonderful dumplings and noodles.
Kylie Beautiful is asking if the cake is baked already.
It's still in the oven, it's not ready. So you see how golden brown those are? So we're gonna take that out. All right, and then in goes our beef. So this beef is, let me turn this up a little bit. This is beef tip. I went into the supermarket and I just see a small tray that says tenderloin tips. And let me tell you what I did with the beef, guys. And you can try it and see if it works for you. You know, in Jamaica, our beef is always very tough, right? So long ago, one of my Chinese instructor told me that when you're marinating tough cuts of meat, you add some acid in the form of sherry or Chinese cooking wine. You add some baking soda, guys. Not too much. And what happened is absolutely scientifical that I cannot explain. The baking soda, the alkaline in the baking soda, totally denatures the protein and softens it, okay? So this beef that was tough is now very, very, very soft. So you can try that.
Louise asked which reason makes the stew.
Who's that?
Louise. Sorry for the name. Question is which region makes the stew?
Makes the stew. Which stew is that? I know, like the Beijing region, they are known for the cooking with lots of soy sauce, the red cooking. Then we have the Szechuan region that makes spicy food, and then other region. Those are the 3 I remember of the 5.
Mark Stewart, fried rice looks tempting. You can easily make it there before curfew.
Oh yes, Mark, you know you are welcome. So our beef is ready. The beef does not take long to cook because it cuts very thin. So that's our protein for our chow mein. So just a little bit more oil in the pot, and we are going to now start adding our veggies. Alright?
Kylie says really wanted to see you making it.
Making what? The cake? Oh honey, you don't miss too much. I use a box cake and I made it according to the package instructions. And all I'm doing, excuse me. Oh, I added some scotch bonnet pepper, guys, and it's kicking. So this is some red onions.
John is asking, when do you add the baking soda?
In the marinating process. So I cut the beef up, and to a pound of beef you add 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and you would add like 2 tablespoons of sherry or Chinese cooking wine, and 2 tablespoons cornstarch. Okay.
Patricia Brown, good evening family.
Hey sis.
Tanya Bailey, that looks delicious.
Thank you, sis. Whose question was I replying to?
John. Yeah,
you know what, John? I'll do a tutorial and you guys will see how to marinate the meat if you want to do a stir fry Chinese style. God, guys, this scotch bonnet pepper is killing us.
Excuse me. Tina says hi. I made the stout bun last night.
Oh, was it, Tina? How was it?
John says thank you.
You're welcome.
Nutty Treat says good night. Need some of the pig head you posted earlier.
Hey, brother. Guys, don't forget to add the ginger. I'm just gonna add it in the middle. Put the oil just to get it going. So we're still cooking chow mein, okay? But I like to do the vegetables halfway first. My husband runs for his mask. That's how bad it is.
Sophie Terrell, looking good.
Let me check on the cake, guys. Not ready.
Nutty Treat says hi.
Hey, Sophie. Hey, Nutsy Street.
2017 Chef says good evening, I'm late.
Good evening, but welcome. Okay, guys, so our vegetables are cooked halfway. So I'm going to pour them out. See that?
Janet Beckford, great evening, my teacher.
Thank you, Janet.
Sophie Terrell, just send me some.
Anytime, Sophie.
Tina said it came out great.
Oh, Tina, you could have tagged us, girl.
Patricia Brown, that pepper.
Yes, sis, that Scotch bonnet pepper is... Whew.
Sophie Terrell, I'm on the road, send me some.
You're on the road. Okay, guys, so now we have our meats pre-cooked and we have our veggies pre-cooked. I just wanted to show you how to get it done in stages. Now we're going to add our noodles in. I like a little crisp on my noodles.
Melissa says need to try some of these dishes. They're looking so delicious.
Janet Beckford, that looks delicious, Peach.
Thank you, Janet.
Kenisha Walker, is that my organic pepper, sis?
Yes, sis, that is your organic pepper indeed.
Kimberly says good evening. When you never missed me last week.
Of course, Kimberly. Ashelia, did you miss Kimberly?
Yes, I did, Kimberly. I did miss you.
All right, guys. So this part is just a preference of mine. I like to to crisp up the noodles a little bit. So what I do is to put it in the wok and just kind of let it get brown on one side. So while that is happening, this is something that we like in the chow mein. This is some baby corn in a can. So I'm just gonna cut it. Now for chow mein, you can add any vegetables that you like. Bean sprout, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, whatever you like. Okay, you can add 2 vegetables or you can add 5 vegetables. It doesn't matter. It's all up to you.
Tina says, please save this live.
Alright, Tina, we'll try and save it.
Janet Bedford, great evening, everyone.
Thank you, Janet.
Marie Colleen, do that. I'm about to come and get some. I'm headed for the airport right now.
Aiden says, good, looking great.
Thank you, Aiden.
Daniel Brown, good cooking.
Thank you, Danielle.
Miss Abs says hi.
Alright guys, so this is what the baby corn looks like, and all it is some immature corn. So they would harvest it before it is fully mature. They're nice and soft, and this is a local brand that sells this. This is a Kendall, and I like it because it's a very good product. This is optional, but it's just that I like it, so I put it into the chow mein. You can also add mushrooms. So this is what that looks like. Now it's time for us to start adding the condiments.
Pretty Biz Limited says, what's cooking?
Chow mein is cooking, my dear. Chow mein. And we made fried rice earlier. So for our condiment, guys, we're going to be adding in 1 tablespoon of Chinese cooking wine. That goes in. And this is stir-fry sauce. We're adding in 1 tablespoon of that.
Mel always be me says, first time tuning in. Who looking great? Send my plate, please.
This is mushroom soy sauce. I'm adding in about 1/2 tablespoon. And then, you see that? That's what the mushroom sauce does. It turns everything dark.
Cheryl Jenkins, what type of noodles you're using?
Oh, these are actually spaghetti, Cheryl. I could not get the egg noodles at my supermarket. These are spaghettis. So I just added the corn, and I'm adding our meats back in.
Sophie Terrell, I need some, but don't put no mushrooms in it.
I know, Sophie, that you don't eat mushrooms, so next time. And then this is our veggies that we added, that we took out earlier. So we're adding them back. All right. And some other good stuff. A little bit of sesame oil, just about a teaspoon for all of this veggie. A little bit of light soy.
Tanya Bailey, I'm learning up in here, teach.
You're welcome. And lastly, some oyster sauce.
Untouchable Shark Dan says, first time tuning in. Looking awesome.
Thank you for tuning in. And then I have some stock, guys, that I want to add. I'm adding about 1/4 cup of stock. And then now we mix. See that? And this is our chow mein dinner. Now, rule number 1, when you're making these type of food, you don't want to overcook any part of it. So you want to cook it in stages, and then you mix everything together. Let me just go and grab my spatula so we can get a good mix. And then finally, I keep forgetting my scallions. Finally, we're going to be adding the scallions. So you want to treat the scallion like an herb, as it is. You want to add that last. And my fire is on low, so all we're doing is just heating through everything. If I was in the restaurant, we would have a big high fire going. And don't worry about that chicken breast. The residual heat will cook it through. You don't want an overcooked chicken breast. And this is our chow mein, guys. So I like my chow mein spicy, and I like it on the dark side. So whenever I go to the Chinese restaurant, especially when I travel, Chinatown is my favorite place. That's how I go to China. Okay, I will ask for lots and lots of the dark, you know, those are the sachets of soy sauce, and then I'll just put it on. So let me just give it a taste.
Cheryl Jenkins, delish.
Guys, everything come together for the greater good.
Shani C. Brown, that looks good, well done.
2017 sure says this looks delicious.
Sure is. Let me just take one of the noodles. I love noodles.
Call it Alan Walker. Going to have to try this one, chef. Looking good.
And it's easy, guys. So, in my house, we love spicy stuff. So, this chow mein is spicy, and that scotch bonnet that was scaring us. You can make it however you like it. These are very simple vegetables. So, green beans were added, string beans, carrots, cabbage, pak choy, and then the little baby corn from the can. So these are easy to find. You can omit any of the vegetables and use what you have, and that's all there is to that.
Latoya chow mein looks good.
Thank you, Latoya. So we are going to...
Shanita Bennett, chef, you're giving us Food Network advice.
Oh,
so yummy,
Shanita.
I could eat my phone right now.
You're too kind.
Mel always be me says more water in.
I think our cake is ready. So what I'm gonna do, guys.
Patricia Brown looking so good.
Thank you, sis. Our cake is ready, so I'm going to remove the cake.
Janet Bedford looks delicious and church.
Thank you, Janet.
Bugs Zizania says nice.
Thank you, guys. All right, so this goes off to the side. We're just gonna keep them in the pot.
Sharon John Murray Graham. Wow, awesome, gonna do both.
Thank you. So we're reheating our sauce for cake, and I'm preparing to take the cake out and put the sauce on it. Go ahead, Ash.
Virgo Babe 24 says hi Diva Chef, Ashley from UTech.
Hi, Ashley.
Please post all the ingredients as soon as possible. I need to try this. Thank you.
Alright, Ash, I'll try
Louise
it.
Jackson Walker, good evening, chef and family. What are you cooking this evening? I'm late.
We're making our favorite Chinese takeout dinner. We're making chicken chow mein. Well, special chow mein because we have like 3 meats, so we call it special. And we're making pork fried rice. So guys.
Evelyn Summers, can I have some?
Hey Evelyn. Of course. So this is our cake. Okay, it's baked. So this is what I like to do. Take a toothpick and just stick it all over, just making it a little bit porous so that the sauce can be absorbed. Now this cake, it's best to cut it the day after, so we will do a little video and put it up what it looks like tomorrow. Now you want to do this while the cake is hot.
Evelyn Summer, it looks great.
Thank you. Are you ready for the pour, guys? So this is what you do for the rum cake. You want to pour the rum sauce on while the cake is hot. This way the cake will absorb all of that rum flavor. And for this size cake, I like to pour between 1/2 cup and 3/4 of a cup of the sauce. Okay, and then I wrap it while it is hot and let it steam, and so at the end it will have that nice rum taste. So this is our rum cake. Let me just grab a plastic wrap and cover it while it is still hot.
Lady Kimon says I'm late.
Oh, Kimon, welcome, even though you're late.
John says I can smell it from over here in Old Harbor.
Hey, John. So, guys, this is how I make rum cake. Okay.
Kadiro says doing my cake class, doing a chocolate cake. Gonna call you after the live so you can give me a recipe for a sauce.
Okay, Katie, no problem. So, guys, this is
So,
done.
Terrell, what in the rum sauce that give it that nice color?
Oh, it's butter, Sophie. The butter that we get in Jamaica has a yellow tint to it. It's not as white as the ones that you guys have over there.
Miss Barrett says smells delicious. Bugs says what's in the sauce? I joined late.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go over the sauce real quick, but before I do, let me plate up some chow mein for you guys to enjoy while it's hot. What was the question, Nigeria?
What's in the sauce? I joined late.
The rum sauce is sugar, 1 cup sugar, 1/2 cup water, 2 tablespoons of butter, and we boil that down to a syrup, and then we added some rum. So I'm just sharing a little. Are you okay, Ash?
No, we dropped.
We're sharing a little chow mein out for Ashelia, and some fried rice for Dwayne. I'm reheating the fried rice, guys. So guess what, guys? It's almost that time, and we are going to announce our first winner from our Street Food Saturdays promotion just before we exit the live. So we have a serving of fried rice right there for you guys, and we have a serving of chow mein. So now let us talk a little bit about Street Food Saturdays. So Street Food Saturdays is the 27th of March, and therefore we are now taking reservation. However, guys, the reservation for tent dining is closed, and the reservation for second seating river dining is also closed. But I want to talk a little bit about the reservation process. Now, guys, do not go into the reservation link and fill it up, and don't pay your surcharge. Once you make a reservation, you must pay your surcharge for your reservation to be confirmed. If you do not pay your surcharge within the 48 hours that was given to you, your reservation will be deleted, and I will have to free it up for the persons who are serious. Remember, we are having COVID, and we're only taking 50% of our capacity. So guys, please respect that. So we have some persons who come on and they make the reservation, but they do not pay the surcharge. So guys, do not be mad with me. I gave you 48 hours. I have a long line of people trying to get to Street Food Saturdays. So the serious persons will always pay their surcharge to confirm their reservations. And for those who did that, I want to thank you. We have a few spaces in first seating for river dining. So guys, I don't know what it looks like when I come off the live and try to update it. But for those who made their reservation and paid their surcharge, thank you guys so much. All right, with that said, we will be having a, what do you call it now? What is that day? Good Friday. A Good Friday picnic by the river. It's going to be a lot more relaxed than Street Food Saturdays. We'll be doing probably 4 menu items. We are going to be starting at 12 o'clock and we will go until 4 o'clock. You can just walk in and get your favorite fish. We'll be doing our what's our fish? We'll be doing fried fish. In the true spirit of Jamaican Easter time, we'll be doing our jerk sprat for those who had ordered that, and fried sprat. We'll be doing some curried shrimp, and you can just chill in the water 6 feet apart. All COVID protocols will be strictly observed, and you can have your fish or you can just grab it to go. Please look out for that. We will be posting what the dishes are going to look like, and that reservation link will be open on Friday of this week. We're only taking a small amount of persons for that. We will be taking, I haven't decided yet, but we are going to be taking a little bit of people for that. So just look out for that. Look out for the promo. Look out for the information. All right, enough talking. Time for us to announce our first winner. Ashilio, do you want to do the honors? Who is the lucky winner? I can't even pronounce this name. Is this a real name? All right. This person, it came off Ash. So we're gonna post it up on the screen.
They're seeing it.
Our first winner is Tashika Lofters. I hope that's your correct name. All right, so we did all of our fact checks and we saw that she met the criteria. And guys, we use an app to choose our winner randomly, and then we check out if you are in fact following us at our sister page Nextinfood on Instagram. We also check to make sure you're following us at Streetfoodsaturdays on Instagram. And of course, you are a subscriber to our YouTube channel, and we want to thank you and thank everybody who have been commenting on the tutorial. I have seen the subscription going up. I thank the loyal food lovers like myself who make our YouTube channel possible. So thank you guys. I don't know who the next winner is going to be for next month, but we will be announcing the next winner on our Sunday evening live for April. We will announce that date, but congratulations to Miss Lofters, and here is what she'll win. She will win with one of her favorite person, the Street Food Saturdays experience. So she has won the Street Food Saturdays experience, and what that is, yeah, we did say it was worth $6,500, but you know how we are. When she comes, whatever she wants from the menu, we are going to be broadcasting it so that you guys can see that our winner is real. And we want to thank you. So guys, you never know if you will be the next winner. So go over there, subscribe to our YouTube channel, comment under any of the tutorial using the following hashtag: follow the food, Nextinfood, JA Gastronomy, and Street Food Saturdays. Did I leave any out? Okay guys, and you must be following us at Street Food Saturdays on Instagram, and also at Nextinfood on Instagram. So congratulations again to Miss Lofters. We'll be contacting you via what do you call it now?
Private message.
Direct messaging. I see that your page is private, so but we'll find you. I hope you're watching this live, and guys, share the live. Thank you so much.
Melissa Thompson, good night. Chef, one of this day you need to give us a menu a week before so we can get ingredients and follow.
Oh, Melissa, that's a good idea. Please remind me of that instruction, Ashelia. Melissa wants to cook along, and so I have to come up with something simple for you guys to cook along with me. I love that idea, Melissa. Love that idea. I am going to make it happen even if you are the only person that will be cooking along. Let's see if we can make it happen next week. I was going to make something from the Middle East next week, you know, Melissa. So let's see how it works.
Tuwavy says, good evening, Auntie Simone. The food is looking good.
Good evening.
Mel says, note to self. add dark sauce only to noodles. No wonder my veg came out darker because I added the sauce to everything.
No, Mel, the dark sauce, I don't like to add them to the vegetables because you don't want to make your veggies dark. So guys, we're out. We want to have our chow mein and fried rice before it gets cold. And I thank you so much for stopping in, for staying in. Share the live before you get off. We want to save it so that you can rewatch it. And thank you for making all of this possible.
Toya, where Street Food Saturdays held.
Toya. Street Food Saturdays is located in the beautiful community of Mount James. And Mount James is located in West Rural St. Andrew, Kingston 9. Yeah. So, the direction to Street Food Saturdays is in our bio at Street Food Saturdays on our page. So you can find it there. But just note to self, we're in West Rural St. Andrew, and West Rural St. Andrew is the Manor Park side. So yeah, we are in Upper St. Andrew, all right? So if you want to remember, Upper St. Andrew, West Rural, we are in our lovely community. It's called Mount James. And so prior to Street Food Saturdays, we always post the direction and we drop a Google pin, and now we even have a video showing you the journey to Street Food Saturdays. So guys, thank you so much. I bid you all good evening.
Enjoy.
Thank you, sis.
Enjoy your dinner, family. Melissa,
Thank you, mommy.
Thank you. Yes, because I have an associate of science degree in hospitality and tourism management.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Take care, guys. We are out. Share the live.